Rev, and today we're going to be talking about how to evaluate your MAXSwerve wheels. So as you're driving your swerve chassis, you might notice that your wheels are wearing through a little bit faster than you might be used to when you're driving on a kit of parts chassis or a tank drive chassis. This is because the way that swerve works, where your wheels are not only driving forwards and backwards, they're also rotating on themselves. They encounter a force called scrub, where they are scooting across the floor side to side. And this causes a lot of increased wear on the tread and in between the tread and the plastic core of your wheel. Now, in this video, we're going to talk about how to evaluate your wheels and figure out, is this wheel still okay to keep on my robot, or do I need to think about changing it? Or is it one that I just need to watch and check after the next match? So here we have a brand new MAXSwerve wheel. You can see that there is no wear on it at all. We're going to use this one as an example to show you kind of the different things that we're going to be talking about. So right here in the middle, this is the hard plastic core. This softer rubber is the tread. And we will be talking about two kinds of forces. We're going to be talking about radial forces, which kind of come out from the radius of the circle. So like as the tread would peel away this way. We're also going to talk about axial forces, where the wheel's axle is kind of the direction of the force. This axial forces are the ones that are affected the most when your wheel is scrubbing side to side. So brand new MAXSwerve wheels are always going to be green because there's no wear, there's no separation between the tread and the core, and they are good to go. Another wheel that's green is this one. You can definitely see that there's more wear on the tread on the outsides. The tread pattern is a bit lower than this one. You can see that the diameter of the wheel is decreased a little bit. But when we're evaluating our MAXSwerve wheels, we're not as concerned about the tread wear this way. We're more concerned about the tread wear between the core of the wheel and the tread of the wheel. So this area right here. On this wheel, you can see that there's a little bit of a cut. This is okay because it doesn't expose any of the core that's hidden under this tread from the molding process. And also, it doesn't cause any separation from the radial direction of the core right here. You can see on this wheel specifically, if we flip it over, there is a little bit of radial separation right along here. So that is separation in this direction. And you can kind of see that it'll stretch out if you feel it with your hand, but it springs right back. So we know that this is within okay levels. This has no axial wear, so there's no separation between the core and your tread in an axial direction, which you can see sometimes when you look at the wheel straight down, and you'll see that the sides are completely flat. So next we have a yellow wheel, which is a wheel that you would want to watch to make sure that it stays okay after your next match on your robot or after you've been practicing on it for a while. It's still okay to use, but it is starting to show signs that it might be getting ready to be at a point where it could delaminate or have the tread peel off, like some of the MAXSwerve wheels that we've been seeing. And you might notice that the tread pattern is a lot less worn on this wheel than it is on the green wheel that we just looked at. But that's because we're more concerned about the wear between the tread and the core than the wear of the tread pattern itself. So on this yellow wheel, we can see that there is still some radial separation, which will bounce back. It doesn't bounce back as quickly as the green wheel, but it does bounce back. And then you can also see that there is some axial separation. So that's going to be separation this way. They're just kind of like little bumps along this border right here. And you can see that on these bumps, there is no visible hard plastic core underneath it. When you're looking for the hard plastic core underneath your axial separation, you're looking for a piece of plastic that is under where the tread is. So seeing this rim is okay. It's where under the tread, where it's kind of like a little tunnel or a little cave. That's what you want to be on the lookout for. So we don't see any like tunnels or anything on these separation bits. And there's only just a few of them. So this one's going to be a yellow wheel. you can probably use it for the next match, but be sure to keep an eye on it because we want to make sure that you catch it and replace it on your robot before it gets classified as a red wheel. Which next we have a red wheel. And this one has a lot more axial separation. You can see that on these bumps, you can see kind of the tunnel where you see the core, especially on this one. You can see it right here. You also can see that there's radial separation, and there's a lot more than on any of the wheels previously that we had before. There's a lot more of that radial separation, and it also doesn't spring back. It just kind of peels out and stays. So with red wheels, you're looking for treads that don't bounce back, that core part right there. Also, if you look at it from a straight down angle, you'll be able to see that there are bumps visibly when you're looking at it straight down. These are wheels that you definitely want to replace. You want to get them off your robot and get some new wheels on, so that way you don't roll the tread off your robot. I hope this helped a little bit with your team in establishing a way for you to evaluate your MAXSwerve wheels as you're wearing through them throughout the season. If you want some more written descriptions or pictures about how to evaluate your MAXSwerve wheels, you can visit revrobotics.com/MAXSwerve-WE for wheel evaluation. And there will be links there for more details. As always, feel free to reach out to us at support@revrobotics.com if you have any questions. And good luck with the season. Bye.